Good morning, my friends. I hope everyone is having an awesome and energized week, and that you guys are all feeling the awesome energizing effects of adding in complex carbohydrates into your diet, like we discussed in last week's video tip. So this week is the second installment of the How to Boost Your Energy series that I'm doing. And the series really came about because I sent out a survey to my list a few weeks ago, just asking for a little bit of feedback from you guys on what you would want to hear from me and what kind of support you needed from me as far as your health was concerned. And a really large response was about energy levels and how you can improve them. So I decided to do this 4-part video series to break it down for you guys into my 4 philosophies in optimal health and how they can help you improve your energy levels. So anybody who's been following me for a while knows that I believe the path to optimal health really involves 4 things, and that's proper nutrition, fitness and movement, mind-body connection, and self-care. So last week's video was all about proper nutrition and what all bodies need for optimal health. So if you missed that video, please feel free to go back and check it out on my YouTube channel. And this week, what I'd really love to talk to you guys about is fitness and movement and why it's so important for our energy levels. Now, before I get into like the scientific facts behind why we need energy or why we need fitness in our lives in order to improve our energy levels, what I'd love to share with you guys a little bit about is my path to moving my body consistently for energy. And if I think back to the past couple of years, really fitness and movement was a struggle for me. It was something that was a dirty word. It was a chore. It was something that I absolutely dreaded. And looking back on it, I realized it's because I was taking part in these exercises that weren't ideal for my unique body. So I thought that in order to be really healthy and lose weight and feel good and have energy, that I needed to do these like fat blasting, 45-minute to an hour intense workouts. But ultimately, those workouts left me feeling completely depleted and lacking energy. And it made me not want to go back for more. So I would work out maybe once during the week, and that would leave me feeling really depleted, so I just wouldn't do it again until the next week. And it was a sort of vicious cycle. And it was at this point that I knew that I needed to change something about how I was viewing exercise and doing exercise. And I did a little bit of research on what was ideal for the average adult who isn't an athlete, so a more sedentary adult who works a desk job or is sitting most of the day. And it turns out that the average adult only needs about 2.5 hours of exercise per week. And if you break that down into the 7 days we have in a week, it's about 21 minutes per day. And 21 minutes per day is so much more achievable than an hour and a half every single day. How many of us know that like we definitely have 21 minutes in our day, like the time that we spend on Snapchat or Instagram? Like, yeah, we can devote that time to moderate intensity exercise. So I started to experiment with some other forms of exercise that would make my body feel good. And in the past 6 months, I have exercised for at least 20 minutes every single day without hardly ever missing a day. And I have noticed a dramatic improvement in my body, beginning with my energy levels. So I have more focus and energy and mental clarity than I've ever had in my entire life. And, you know, the sort of icing on top is that my clothes fit better. I feel like I look better. I'm more toned. I'm tighter. And I did all of that from 20 minutes a day. So this isn't to say that everyone needs to only work out for 20 minutes a day. Some of you might really enjoy like fat blasting, intense cardio workouts, which is totally fine, and I really respect that. But what this is really an opportunity for you guys to do is just to get really curious about how good you can feel in your body and what different types of exercise will make you feel good and allow you to do it consistently. So that's my biggest encouragement for you guys today. And I can share a little bit also from a scientific perspective on what happens in our bodies as far as energy is concerned when we exercise. So exercise enhances blood flow, which carries oxygen and nutrients to our muscle tissues, which improves our ability to create energy. So that's kind of like the number one reason why fitness and movement is important for our energy levels. Additionally, many of us know that when we exercise, endorphins are released, and endorphins are our body's feel-good chemicals. So when these chemicals are present, we are happier, we are more vibrant, we are actually more energized. And another idea that really helped me when I was trying to figure out fitness and movement for myself was kind of the cliche phrase, a body in motion stays in motion. But I heard it from another perspective that I thought was really interesting and I wanted to share with you guys. So our bodies are made up of about 55% water. So the majority of our bodies are water. And if you think about this body as a physical body of water, what happens to bodies of water that are stagnant, such as a pond? Well, they tend to build algae and fungus on their surface, and they're a little bit darker and murkier. So we can think of our bodies in the same way. So when we're not moving our bodies are building up toxins, and our bodies are building up emotions. And these toxins and emotions and energies want to be released. And the best way to do that is through moving our bodies. So that perspective really helped me prioritize exercise in my everyday life. And I hope that it is helpful for you as well. So this week, what I would love to encourage you to do is to find what works for your unique body. So it might not necessarily look like what it looks like for me. Some of you might really want to stick to your hour and a half boot camp classes, and that feels good for you. And yes, you should absolutely do that. But for those of you who don't really have an exercise routine, maybe you try 20 minutes of walking 1 to 3 times this week, just to see how it makes your body feel. Or if you're someone who works out twice per week, maybe you up it to 3. Or you include some sort of low impact workout on the days that you're not exercising your full out workout. So just for you to kind of create that connection between your body and exercise and energy levels. Okay, so I hope that this was of service and that it was inspiring to you. And if you have any questions or you need some support or some ideas on other ways that you can introduce exercise into your life that will make it achievable and will feel really good for you, please reach out to me. I love to talk about this kind of stuff, and I'm here to support you. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.